Two tools. Two tools. Two tools. No clue!
Hey everyone! Welcome to the Two Tools, No Clue podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jeidan. Today,
We have no clue about
alien worms. And we're going to do a special feature for Pride.
Happy Pride!
Woo woo! Starring a queer queen of soil, Lady Eva Balfour. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm excited to talk about the
We love a
topics today.
queer queen.
Yes.
But first, what's going on around the homestead?
Let's see. We finally put doors on the homestead shed. It's getting there.
It was a
It's
hassle.
beautiful. It was a hassle. I'm not good at putting doors on sheds, apparently, but it is what it is.
They're on there.
It's on there. I'm excited.
There's two different sections. There's bigger doors above and smaller doors below, and you can't open them at the same time without them coming together in a bad way. So, but you know, it is what it is. People just have to open one section at a time,
Sorry, folks.
but it's almost complete.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, we finally we went and got all the little doorknobs, and I'm gonna put those on tomorrow because it's my day off. And yeah,
Heck yeah.
it'll look legit. I'm excited. It'll be able to be latched closed, so it's not swaying in the wind. Because right now she's swaying.
She's swaying.
Mhm.
And then we also just kind of wanted to introduce ourselves because it's Pride Month. And even though it's kind of the end of Pride Month, we couldn't go without having a Pride episode because we are part of the queer community.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
And we want
indeed.
to be like representation for other homesteaders who want to homestead, who are part of that community as well. We're out here.
Yeah, there's
We're
space for everybody
thriving.
everywhere. It is very important to be able to be seen and heard, especially in the current state, but honestly, always. Being a part of the community in various different ways throughout my years has opened my eyes to, I think, discrimination that people don't have to face. And it's it's still a privilege, I think, to be able to be a part of my community, and especially definitely a privilege to be able to be safe and seen and heard, and loved by my beautiful wife,
Mhm.
especially. So I don't think I've talked about this before, but on the podcast anyway, everybody else in my life knows I am a trans man.
Hey.
I'm very proud of it. Obviously, before that, I always knew that I loved women. I always knew that. So
They're hard not to love.
yeah, y'all are beautiful, powerful, smart. You know, the greater.
Greater being.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I knew that. I was always very confused as a kid. Always would rather be in boys' clothes. Always fought my mom on the clothes. I would try to wear girls' clothes. I hated it. Hated the way it looked. Hated the way it felt. Hated the way I looked. Honestly, for a lot of my life, but my parents were pretty supportive. i- it's funny because I was born in Scotland. My parents are very Scottish. Majority of Scotland is very Roman Catholic, and for it being a country where students go to a Catholic school for their main schooling, they're very open-minded about the gay community. I mean, they had questions and they obviously had fears because they love me and they didn't want me to go through discrimination. But they were always there for me. They always let me take my time with things. And even my brother is an out gay man, and they have been very supportive to both of us
Mhm.
all the way. To my cousins who came out before us. So it's very nice to be a part of a family that just accepts you, for who you are. Because I know unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah, and that's why this is important
Yeah.
and us being visible, because if you don't have that, you can be part of our community and our
Yeah,
family.
exactly. But yeah, I'm very proud of who I am, what I've been through, what I have accomplished. I used to always joke. I was very lost, very confused. I struggled with a lot of substance abuse before my transition. I really had no care for growing up or anything like that. I didn't have an ambition career wise, but as soon as I started my transition, my life very much transformed. I found my life partner, which helped. I just launched myself in career. I went from, job to salary positions, and I continued to work my way up, and I was able to really focus on other things and achievements because I was myself finally.
Authentic.
Yep. And I guess this will be the last thing I say because I want to get into my other topic, but it is important. I started my transition in Boston at Fenway Health. Fenway Health is a pioneer in HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, especially for the transgender community. I would travel 2 hours every Friday to do my shots.
Every single Friday.
Every single
We
Friday.
weren't dating at the time, but we were working together, and I
Yeah.
remember him telling me that, and I was like, "That is insane."
Yeah, and I hate driving on the highway, but I would do it. And my first shot was the day that Donald Trump got inaugurated for the first time. And while I was waiting to get my first shot, a man that very much does not like me because of who I am as a trans man was, making Michelle Obama very uncomfortable on national television during like the ceremony. Like that's what I remember. It's just like her face. It was like remorse. It was like she was at a funeral.
Ugh.
It was so heavy and she was just trying to be respectful. And I just remember all my friends, all my loved ones being like, "Aren't you so afraid? Like, aren't you scared?" And I mean, like, no, I'm not because I have literally lived my life just, overall miserable up until this point.
Yeah.
So, you know, fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck
And
Donald Trump.
here I am. I'm still on hormone therapy. This man has not taken anything from me. He has not taken anything from me. And he won't take anything from me because I know who I am. And if that upsets him, that's okay.
Yeah.
If it upsets you, that's really on you. I am one alive. I am happy. I am loved. And I, thankfully am seen for who I am. But yeah, I always think about sitting in that waiting room, watching that man get inaugurated. And, here I am being like, screw you, Trump. First hormone therapy did not stop me. And yeah,
Symbolic.
here I am. Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you for telling your story and for sticking it to the man.
Literally every Friday.
Every Friday.
Till the day I die.
So yeah, thanks for sharing.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you for allowing me the space. Always and forever. I love you. And I will say, Anna always talks about how she doesn't feel truly a part of our community. And I also want to talk about just what the community actually is. A lot of people just instantly think of gay men, lesbians, and maybe trans people, but and bisexuals. Like I know that's what everyone just thinks, but it's a very broad community. A lot of different people, how they love, who they identify as. That part is important too, and that floor is equally as important. I have a lot of friends, they're they them. That's them. That's who they are, and it's okay. And I feel like a lot of people, they kind of like roll their eyes about it. It's like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
And y- you are a part of our community because you are open to love whoever. That
Yeah.
is the whole point of the community. You're
I
smack dab in the middle.
I consider myself pansexual for those wondering.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I don't want you to ever feel that way because you are very important to our community. I honestly feel like if there weren't pansexuals in the world, who the hell would love me?
Well, that's why I feel weird and not always accepted in the community because people are like, well, to answer your question,
Yeah.
bisexual people would love you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And it's like, so what does pansexual mean then?
There's so much
And to
more.
me, it's not about what's in your pants. It's not even really about what you look like. It's like, do
Yeah.
you make me laugh? It's more
Yeah.
about your personality and then feelings grow from there. It's
Yeah.
just, I don't know. Bisexual in my mind, why I don't truly feel authentic in that is because I don't know, it just seems very
Yes.
binary.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground. It's
And
one or the other. And I like the way that
yeah.
pansexual is more fluid. That's just why I prefer that
Yeah.
term.
And you're definitely allowed that. Any haters out there, you know where to email us.
Two tools, no clue podcast at gmail.com. Send us your reviews. Your critique.
We'll say it again at the end, don't worry.
Yeah.
That was
So,
funny, damn.
on to our queer queen.
Yeah. Lady Eve. So what I think is really cool about Lady Eve, first and foremost, is she is Scottish.
Hey.
Yep, a wee lass she was and wanted to be a farmer. That sounded really Irish, and I'm really sorry. Born in Scotland, and don't even put that in there. Let's just, never mind, whatever. You can keep it there. I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry. Okay, so Lady Eve Balfour, she was an organic agriculturist. She was born a really long time ago. She was born in 1898. Her era was like World War One
Oh, wow.
esque. And so there was a lot of farming already naturally there, but at the end of the day, like she was a woman.
Mm.
Only real reason she had any like up in life is because of, who her daddy was. He was a member of parliament.
Ooh.
And even though he didn't really want her to be a farmer, like she still went to a really fancy school for university.
So she's like fancy folk, but she wants to be a farmer.
Yeah, for sure. But she did good things with it. So hoorah. I love like a rebel.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I'm gonna use my parents' money for a charity that will literally run them dry for the rest of their lives.
Hell
It's like,
yeah.
how can they be mad about that?
It's
But
charity.
they are mad about it. You know what I mean? But how could they be mad about it? Anyway, so that wasn't what she did. So she, she always loved to do farm work, obviously, because, World War One, everybody learned how to farm because they needed food.
Right.
The farmers were at war. No one was farming. So
Were there a lot of women farmers then who
yes.
came onto the scene?
Yes, children, women,
Oh, jeez.
the family. Like
Yeah.
literally the famille. We're in Scotland. We're not in Italy. Never mind. So she was used to that. She loved it. So she went to the university. It's called Reading University College, and she got her
Reading or
diploma.
reading?
Reading. It's spelled like reading, so I'm just gonna say reading. Sorry, England. Don't care enough.
Shots fired.
And she got her diploma of agriculture there. And after that, she became the appointed bailiff of a farm in Newport. And it was by the Women's War Agriculture Committee because like the women were in charge of a lot of the farming because their men were out fighting a world war
Yeah.
against Italy and the baddies.
Everyone always talks about the nurses. I've never heard about the women farmers during war.
What? Not even in America?
No. They're always
We're
it's
gonna
always
do a
the
bit
focus
on
is
it.
on if you were helping during the war and you were a woman, you're a nurse.
Well, modern day child labor in America very much started because of the wars. And so mothers and children would end up in the fields, in the cities, it would be the factories and stuff like that, all because, dad and brother and uncle are literally by. They
Right.
got drafted. You do
Yeah.
not have a choice. It's like not a joke. Can't run to Canada. I would run to Canada. Um,
Run
so
into the woods in general.
yeah, do not look back. I'm like, if they catch me, they catch me. But I'll just be like, my leg's broken at that point. Snap. Can't go. You broke my leg. I'm suing you. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So after the First World War, she still wanted to um do her farming bit, but she also started writing novels
Wow.
completely just out of pocket. Not about agriculture. They were romance novels
What?
with her what we believe to be her partner
Oh.
of 32 years
Stop it.
by
That
the
is
time they passed.
adorable.
2 years.
Oh my goodness. What year is
So
this that she's writing these novels in?
so I'm gonna read this bit from an article that they did on her from the Soil Association. I thought it was really cute, and it'll be in the show notes. It's just easier just to read it. So after the First World War, Balfour collaborated with Beryl. That was her first name. I think it's a really cool name. Beryl Hernay.
I love that name.
Yeah. To write detective novels. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Detective novels
You're
under
really
the
putting your own spin on that.
I know. Pseudonym. Hammerhead Balfour. They put their names together.
Oh.
I thought it was so cute. And I honestly think like modern day age, like they would have hyphenated that shit and got married. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's like really anyway, really cute.
People are making their own
Yeah.
last names. I feel like we
Oh my
missed the mark and we definitely should have done that.
we can still do that.
That is true.
What would it be? Waggy?
No, not even like just fuck all of our letters and just come up with a whole new one.
Okay. Waggy
Like
would be funny though.
like Z-Morph.
No. Like what are those weird names that the tech people have been naming their kids? Like
Oh my god. Z-Morph.
Jeidan 73. Or just the
I don't even
letter.
know how to pronounce Elon
Anyway.
Musk's children's names.
They changed their name. So yeah, they lived together for 32 years from 1919 to 1951 is when they wrote
Oh.
the novels together as well.
History will say they were
Yeah.
roommates.
While a romantic relationship between them has never been definitively proven,
Well, they didn't need
their
to write
long
letters. They were living together.
yeah,
So there's
and
probably absolutely no proof.
yeah, a significant aspect of Balfour's life, reflecting the complexities and nuances of LGBTQ plus relationships during a time when such relationships were often hidden from the public view. Yeah, they very much were, and like how brave to still be able to live in love.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, and still do some pretty badass stuff. We haven't even really got to what she does. So
Is
the
she in
reason I chose
England
her,
right now or in
yeah,
Scotland
no, she's
still?
in England.
Okay.
What I really love about her the most is just she really, really loves soil. Like she loves the earth. Like she wants.
I did not know what you were going to say, but I was not expecting you to say soil.
Well, that's why I chose her. At the end of the day, I was researching like queer people from agriculture, and I
Yeah.
stumbled upon her. And
Jay was given the task of, it's June, we need to do a Pride episode, but also tie it into your worm episode. And he freaking came through. I'm
yeah.
shocked at this.
So one of the things that I really admired about her the most, and why I chose her, was because in 1946 she co-founded the Soil Association. It's a charity. That's why I was like, that was funny. It's a charity devoted to promoting sustainable agriculture worldwide, and it really is still a dominating factor in research today in erosion. And she actually did research on erosion, and that was back then, and that's terrifying to think about, really.
Oh, Lord.
But she cared about it immensely, and
Mm.
she made it just transform into something that was beneficial to everybody, not just in little old England on her
Yeah.
farm in Newport. They did a lot of cool organic studies as well. Like they had like 3 different setups, and they would test the soil and how it was helping, like with or without pesticides, and then like just different types of grow methods. I don't know. I just thought it was really cool that she was one be able to do that in that time
Mm-hmm.
as a woman,
Yeah.
while also being loved by her partner, who was a woman.
Yeah.
It was just incredible. So that's why I chose her. And so now we're gonna talk about some alien worms.
I was wondering when these alien worms are gonna come into the picture.
Okay,
here.
so Anna, first before I go into, my spiral of what I think of when you say alien worms, I would like to know, what do you think of? What's the first thing that comes to mind when I say alien worm?
E.T. phone home.
E.T.
Tell me E.T. was not a worm.
Yeah. His creepy finger. I
So
do not like that
gross
movie.
looking.
Really traumatized me as a 90s child. Like, that movie came out in the 80s, I think, and I was not okay watching it as a
Yeah.
90s baby. It
No,
was
me
not
neither.
okay.
I didn't like it.
I don't
It was
like it at
scary.
all.
Traumatizing.
Yeah.
I did like the ride though. That's fun.
So you think of E.T. Well, I think of the worm guys in the office of Men in Black. Have you ever seen Men in Black?
Yes.
You know, the little annoying guys with the coffee?
I thought those were shrimp.
Those are worms. Those are alien worms. I have a picture. It's
Oh,
going to be
Lord.
right here.
Those guys skeeved me out too. Okay, I 100% thought those were shrimp.
They're so funny. They don't really look like worms, but that's what they're called. They're the
Yuck.
alien worms. And that's what I always think of. And then the other thing that I think of is that big fat what the heck is his name? Jabba the Hutt
Oh, yeah.
in Star Wars, like slug guy. But yeah, so that's what I think of. And so, just like I do, because I'm a professional at it, I just type alien worms into Google. And the first thing that came up was actually very interesting and
I'm sorry, hold
informative.
on. What made you type alien worms into Google in the first place?
Well, in the worm episode, you told me I had to do an episode on alien worms because I said something about it, I think, is how this came to be.
I don't remember this.
I'm pretty sure you told me, and she was like, you're like, that's the mini-sode. I'm like, you're not. But what I found was actually very informative and very terrifying, especially because of
no.
clutch.
Oh, God. Here
Have
we
you ever
go.
heard of a hammerhead worm?
Yes, I have.
They've like kind of been on the homestead pages.
They're in the south and in the west. Thankfully, I don't think they're up here yet.
So
but
like they
they're
consider them alien.
because they're super invasive, right?
They are, yeah.
Ugh.
And so I thought it would be helpful to just, talk a little bit about them.
PSA.
They're gross.
Why are they called that? Do they have a little hammerhead?
Yeah, they're disgusting.
Ew.
Do you want to see a picture?
Yeah, put one up on the screen.
Okay. Where did it go?
And I'll describe it for our listeners.
Okay.
Okay, so for those listeners who have not seen a hammerhead shark, they're very shark
They
worm.
look like a hammerhead
They're very
shark.
sperm-like. Honestly, it looks like one of those plastic tags on your clothing, like a price
Oh, the
tag.
end. Yeah, it does look like a hammerhead shark. Like
And-
its head, and that's why it's
and
called
that.
that, I think.
I was trying to be creative with my description.
Sorry.
It looks like that little clear plastic bit.
They're long and they're gross looking, and just wait and hear what happens.
Ew. God, they was like 4 inches long.
So they're disgusting.
Where do they come from?
Asia.
Of course.
Thank you, Asia. Came in soil and gross plants. It was actually first. I'll get into that. So first, I'm gonna tell you what these motherfuckers are. Hammerhead worms are invasive and they're predatory.
Ew.
They eat earthworms.
What?
And snails. Rude. They're not good for your soil. They like give off toxic stuff.
Yuck.
So yeah, they're considered pests because they can decimate local earthworm populations and really, really harm your soil because it just gets depleted because of
Yeah.
they secrete a toxic mucus containing tetrodotoxin, which can make pets sick and cause
Oh,
skin
no.
irritation in humans. So you can get like
Ew.
rashes and stuff. and they can only be killed by freezing or with salt. You cannot cut them up because it regenerates
Stop.
fragments.
Stop.
Yeah.
Why is everything invasive like just a
Disgusting.
tiny little fragment it can
Ugh,
continue?
it's
Why?
so gross.
And why does it always come from freaking either Europe or Asia? Get out of here. And what happens if we let them take over? Oh my God.
Their soil gets killed.
We're all just gonna die.
So they prefer moist, dark environments like under rocks, logs, and in greenhouses. So that's the only place that you'll really see them in colder environments, or usually in greenhouses.
Oh, well, check your greenhouses.
Yeah.
Cold
Under
environment,
the
folks.
rocks. Oh, gross. So, and they're primarily nocturnal. They move using a slime trail. I forgot about that. They're just overall
Come on.
nasty. That's why they're also alien, like just oozing things. They're like, genuine predators. They hunt earthworms.
Do they have natural predators in Asia?
Hmm. What do
we
you
need,
mean?
Like, okay, so if you're following us on TikTok, you've seen my invasive black swallowwort video. And that shit has a natural predator, which is a moth, but it's not for public use. They're bringing it over and testing it out right now from the sounds of it, but you can't just go and
Interesting.
order it and let it loose, obviously, because that would probably cause more harm than
Yeah.
good. But is there something that munches on these guys in Asia that they might try to bring
Maybe.
over here?
I should look that up. I didn't read anything about it. I just learned how to kill it.
And if you're bringing that shit over here, it's like,
Yeah, it came over in cargo ships and stuff like that from probably plants, seeds,
yeah.
weird stuff. It's gross. Yeah, so they hunt earthworms and mollusks using a neurotoxin to paralyze and digest them externally. It's really
Yuck.
weird. Yeah.
Externally,
Mm-hmm.
and then they slurp them up.
I saw
These
one
are the
picture.
worms with teeth that we
I
were talking
saw,
about.
yeah, I saw one picture that the worm literally looked like a slug because it had just ate a slug. I was like,
Oh
that's a slug. And I was like,
my
no, it's not.
God.
They're like creepy snakes. Ooh. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta keep going because this is hard for me. Yeah, you cannot cut them up. They will come back to haunt you in multiples. Instead of having one, now you have two. So you have to place them in a sealed container and kill them by freezing, adding salt, or using hand sanitizer, then dispose of the container in the trash. I say burn it too at the end, just for shits
Yeah.
and giggles. Have a ceremony and burn that shit. Actually, I don't know because they have toxins, so don't listen to me. Maybe just listen to the internet more. People are probably like, why is this a big deal? They're just worms. Well, like I said, they're going to kill your soil. And, at wartime, how are you going to plant your food? You're not going to be able to. Really sad at all. It doesn't just have to do with planting food. I know a lot of people are like, I don't like vegetables. I love processed food. Okay, well, flooding will also happen if your
Yeah.
soil erosion is a
Jeez.
serious thing that people I feel like just don't get it. They're like, erosion, California will be gone. What's so
Yeah.
bad about that?
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
that's not what happens. I remember Vermont a few years ago. Okay. That's erosion issues. That's dam
Yeah.
issues.
The whole town's just split in half because of this river.
Just terrifying. And so it is really bad.
These worms sound like our queer Queen Eve's worst nightmare.
Yes. Where are you? Help us.
Yeah.
A lifetime
She's
ago.
rolling in her
Yeah,
grave.
she is.
Hopefully not surrounded by
Oh
these
my
worms.
God. Larry. I don't know if you guys can hear our cat, but he's been trying to bust down
Our
the door.
producer Larry.
Let me in, I got something to say about these worms.
He wants to say happy pride and fuck these worms.
Yeah. But yeah, so overall they're very disgusting. I'll have a few pictures of them just to show you guys. But yeah, you really have to be careful, and if you do find them, you have to take it seriously. I will put in the link the other thing I read about how to get rid of them too, and kind of mass production.
Oh heck yeah, you'll put that in the show notes.
But yeah, it is in America, so if you're down south, check your gardens, check your greenhouses, even up here. I mean, you never really know. It all starts with imported plants. You buy plants from Home Depot, you buy, Bonnie starters. We all do. We killed some plants, and guess what? We have them, and so you have to be careful. Like we don't know where these plants are being brought,
Yeah.
especially. So yeah, it's possible it could happen to you. Don't split them because they'll go back. Yeah, they're wicked gross. I don't think I want to talk about them anymore. Um, but I honestly, when I think of alien worms, I do think of invasive things, but I really do just think of like, all the fun worm things in all like the sci-fi movies. And I know
Yeah.
that's what everybody else
They
thinks
do
of.
look
So
very sci-fi.
they're so gross. When I first saw an article about them, it was like a while ago, and it was a CNN article, and I found it again, and it was like very serious. And they were like,
Mm,
"This is what you need to do, and this is what you need to check. And if you live here," and they were like talking about like the population and how it's
yikes.
growing because of climate change. And so it has been kind of trending, a lot of homesteader pages on Facebook and TikTok. They're talking about how to get rid of them. Just source check your shit before, even me, source check your shit before you start trying to dispose of stuff, especially when it comes to pests and things, because some pests are good, but some are aliens,
Yeah.
and you gotta take care of them. So yeah, that's really all I got for our little mini-sode today.
That was fun.
Yeah,
A little bit of everything.
heck yeah. Shout out to Anna's coworker for a very
Oh, yes.
rainbow shawl. Love it.
She made this and I said this before on the podcast, but she was going to donate it. And she was like, "Do you want it?" And I was like,
No, yeah,
"Absolutely.
it's beautiful.
Duh."
It's got all the colors. It's
Yeah.
very cool.
She freaking made it.
And so yeah, if you
Oh, yeah. And this is my only freaking Pride shirt that I have. I got it for free. I didn't even realize until this episode. I was like, where are all my Pride shirts?
you
I realized
know,
every time I've been to a Pride, I've just thrust colorful. I'd never just
yeah,
had a Pride shirt. So this is all I got.
as a fairy.
So thank God to Madison for
Hell
giving me
yeah.
this, or else I'd have nothing.
And
What a shame.
I just think it's funny that
Absolutely shameful. Sorry.
no, it's okay. I just think it's funny that the BJ's t-shirt, instead of it saying BJ's Wholesale Club for Pride, they just wrote BJ's.
BJ's. Ah, I didn't even notice that.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
It's one of my favorite shirts to have. BJ's check.
Check.
Anyway, so yeah, before Anna does her little bit, I just want to again say happy Pride to everybody. I also just want to, remind the haters that Pride isn't just about us going out and being all covered in glitter and rainbows and, love is love banners and whatnot. Like it really started because our community was being marginalized in a really bad way. The pandemic was really a start to, I don't know, a version of our community that was like evil to everybody. And so like I hope if you don't know anyone in your life that is a part of our community, I just hope you can see the other side of it. We're just normal people. We just want people to realize that we're safe people. We're not diseased. We're not gonna steal your kids. Like we're not gonna do crazy stuff. We just we just happen to be who we are, love who we love, kind of thing. But I always try to take a moment to remember the people that first fought for those people in that time. Some people of the members are of their own community. A lot of the people that did take care of the people during the pandemic were lesbian nurses. Okay. So
Mhm.
hoorah to that. But it's also, it's just something that I always try to take a moment because a lot of people have lost their lives just because of they were a part of our community, whether it be their own choice or not. Like I like to take a moment because I'm grateful to still be here and we love you and we miss you all. Okay, thank you.
I love you. Today is Thursday, June 25th.
Woo-hoo.
So from the 25th to the 26th was Custer's
That sounds English.
Custer's Last Stand. I've never heard it be called that, but it's also called the Battle of Little Bighorn in Montana in
What?
1876.
What's Custer's?
Custer's?
Is that the name of the place? Are there a lot?
Custer. It was apparently he like led the battle in, and he
Oh.
got reamed within hours.
That's
These-
why it didn't
These
stick
Native
the
American
name, yeah,
tribes
yeah.
freaking plowed them down.
If
It
they
was
won.
a huge victory for the Native Americans. Woo woo. Anyway,
Sorry, not sorry.
today is the best day to brew, demolish, buy a home, slaughter livestock, advertise to sell,
Sorry.
mow to promote growth, plant above ground crops, and breed animals. Busy day. Get out there, folks.
Yeah, go sell your house. That was weird. Haven't heard that one
Just
yet.
buy a house,
There was another weird one recently. I'm like, why is
buy a home, advertise to sell.
advertise?
Don't get those two mixed up. Don't sell your house today. It's not a good day for it.
Just advertise to sell.
Yeah.
What though? My soul, I guess.
Yep.
Well,
Per usual.
you know, it's been real. It's been a really interesting mini-sode. Thanks for being here with me,
Yeah.
and thanks for being here with us.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Two Tools No Clue Podcast.
And subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/2toolsnoclue. And you can email us at twotoolsnocluepodcast@gmail.com. You can send the love, if you want, you can send the hate, but that's your wasted time, not ours. And yeah, happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride!
Watch out for those hammerhead worms. Be safe.
Be seen.
Be heard, motherfucker.
Yeah. We love you.
We love you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Two tools. Two tools. Two tools. No!